Good morning. Welcome back to yet another section of signatures expressing the self. Today we are going to start the last module, module 3, diary entries and letters. This module introduces two of the important forms of personal narratives. They are diary entries and letters. In this module, we are exploring the significance of these two forms in the world of literature. First, let us discuss diary entries. What is diary entries? Diary is a form of autobiographical writing. It can be defined as a day-to-day record of events in one's life, written for personal satisfaction with little or no thought of publication. Its ancient lineage is indicated by the existence of the term in Latin diarium, D-I-A-R-I-U-M, which is derived from dies, D-I-E-S, dies meaning day or daily allowance. Someone who keeps a diary is known as diarist. It is also be noted that the word journal may be sometimes used for diary. Apart from a diarist's personal experiences, diaries have been of immense importance for the recording of social and political history. So I think all of you got the idea about what it is diary. So I think all of you are very familiar with a diary entry. You know what it is diary. Maybe you have the habit to write diaries. So diary, it is a form of autobiographical writing. There is no need to explain what it is autobiographical writing. We already explained it in detail in our first module. So diary, it is a form of autobiographical writing. It can be defined as a day-to-day record of events in one's life, written for personal satisfaction with little or no thought of publication. So many people, they are writing diaries for their personal satisfaction, and even they are not thinking to publish their diary. They are writing the diaries for their own personal satisfaction. I think it is very interesting to read diaries. Maybe you have read so many diaries in your life. So its ancient lineage is indicated by the existence of the term in Latin. I think all of you remembered the word from Latin, that it is diarium, which derives from the word dies. What it is the meaning of dies? It means day or daily allowance. Okay. Then someone who keeps a diary, a person who keeps a diary, we can call that person as a diarist. We call them as a diarist. It is also be noted that the word journal may be sometimes used for diary. Apart from a diarist's personal experiences, diaries have been of immense importance for the recording of social and political history. So I told you many people, they are writing diaries for personal satisfaction, and they never think to publish their diaries. Then at the same time, we can see that diaries have been of immense importance for the recordings of social and political history. So diaries are a record of entries which describe what happened over the course of one's life. So the particular person's life, we will get the idea about the particular person's life through their diaries. So a diary is a place where you can be honest with yourself, describe what you have observed and sound your thoughts about things that happened in life. Actually, a diarist, she or he is writing the events relating his life. It may be social or political affairs, whatever it is, or personal life, whatever it is. A diarist should be honest with himself or herself. It is also a place where you can speak with ease, reflect and dream. A diarist has his own or her own individuality. Whatever he or she speaks with easy, reflect and dream. Diary entries are a collection of pages in a diary. The diary entries are usually organized according to the date and time of when it was written. So in the case of diary entries, date and time, it is very important. Depending on the diary types, each entry holds contents ranging from thoughts, emotions, reflections, dreams and so on. So I told you the diary entries relating on the thoughts, emotions, reflections, dreams and so on. Diary entries come in different forms, mainly written texts, pictures, audio and even a mix of different mediums. So nowadays we can see that different forms of diary entries, mainly written, it may be written text or pictures, audios and even a mix of different mediums. It is possible in diary entries. Let us discuss in detail the excerpts of the diary entries prescribed in this module. Okay, the diary of a young girl and the secret diary of Andrea Maud, aged 13, 3/4. These are the two chapters we are going to enjoy in detail. So today we are going to start first chapter in third module, excerpts from the diary of a young girl. You know who is the diarist? Yes, it's none other than Anne Frank. Have you heard about Anne Frank? Yes, of course, I know. Then we are going to speak about Anne Frank. Anneliese Marie Anne Frank, that is her full name, was a German-Dutch diarist of Jewish origin. One of the most discussed Jewish victims of the Holocaust. She is one of the most discussed Jewish victims of the Holocaust. What is the Holocaust? Have you heard about the Holocaust? I told you she is the victim of the Holocaust. Then what it is the Holocaust? The Holocaust was the World War II genocide of the European the Holocaust was the World War II genocide of the European Jews. Between 1941 and 1945, across German occupied Europe, Nazi Germany and its collaborations systematically murdered some 6 million Jews, around 2/3 of Europe's Jewish population. So I think all of you understood what it is the Holocaust. I repeat, the Holocaust was the World War II genocide of the European Jews. What it is genocide? Genocide is the intentional action to destroy a people usually defined as ethnic, national, racial or religious group in whole or in a part. That it is genocide. I repeat, you should know the word what it is genocide. Then only you will get the idea about the Holocaust. Okay. So genocide is the intentional action to destroy a people usually defined as an ethnic, national, racial or religious group in whole or in part. So the Holocaust was the World War II genocide of the European Jews. Between 1941 and 1945, across German occupied Europe, Nazi Germany and its collaborators systematically murdered some 6 million Jews, around 2/3 of Europe's Jewish population. That's why I told you Anne Frank was one of the most discussed Jewish victims of the Holocaust. She gained fame posthumously with the publication of the diary of a young girl. What it means posthumously? After death. Okay. So she gained fame posthumously with the publication of the diary of a young girl, in which she documents her life in hiding from 1942 to 1944. It's very important. You should keep the date in your memory. So I told you she became very famous after her death through the publication of the diary of a young girl. The diary of a young girl. In that diary, she documents her life in hiding from 1940 to 1944. 1940 to 1944. During the German occupation of the Netherlands in World War II. It is one of the world's best known books and has been the basis for several plays and films. Anne Frank, I told you her full name, Anneliese Marie Frank, born on June 12, 1929, Frankfurt am Main, Germany. She died in February or March 1945, Bergen-Belsen concentration camp near Hanover. Anne Frank, Jewish girl whose diary of her family's 2 years in hiding during the German occupation of the Netherlands became a classic of war literature. Early in the Nazi regime of Adolf Hitler, Anne's father Otto Frank, a German businessman, took his wife and 2 daughters to live in Amsterdam. So I told you she is the victim of the Holocaust, one of the victims of the Holocaust. So early in the Nazi regime of Adolf Hitler, Anne's father, who is Anne's father, Otto Frank, he is a German businessman. He took his wife and two daughters to live in Amsterdam. Then Anne Frank, she has also elder sister. Okay, so that's why Anne Frank's father Otto Frank took his wife and two daughters to live in Amsterdam. In 1941, after German forces occupied the Netherlands, Anne was compelled to transfer from a public school to a Jewish one. There was no way. That's why she was forced to change the school. She was forced to join in a Jewish school. On June 12, 1942, she received a red and white plaid diary for her 30th birthday. Okay. You know the speciality of that diary? It was in a red and a white plaid diary. Actually, she got this diary on her 13th birthday. That day, she began writing in the book. I hope I will be able to confide everything to you, as I have never been able to confide in anyone. And I hope you will be a great source of comfort and support. Actually, from these sentences, we can feel that she has a deep attachment with her diary. And she feels it will be a great source of comfort and support. She already reveals all the personal, social and political things relating her life through this diary. When Anne's sister Margaret was faced with deportation, deportation means supposedly to a forced labor camp, the Franks went into hiding on July 6, 1942 in the backroom office and warehouse of Otto Frank's food product business. So I think all of you remembered well. I told you Anne Frank has an elder sister. Her name is Margaret. He was faced with deportation. Then the Franks went into hiding on the date July 6, 1942. He selected in the backroom office and a warehouse of Otto Frank's food products business. With the aid of a few non-Jewish friends, among them meat guys who smuggled in food and other supplies. The Frank family and four other Jews, Hermann and Auguste van Pels and their son Peter and Fritz Pfeffer, lived confined to the secret annex. Then Frank's family changed to the secret place. It was the back room office and warehouse of Otto Frank's food products business. Actually, he could easily hide in this place because of the help of his non-Jewish friends. Among Frank's family, we can see that meat guys who smuggled in food and other supplies. Then the other four Jewish families, Hermann and August van Pels, their son Peter, and Fritz Pfeffer. They also lived confined to the secret annex. That was the name they already called that place, secret annex. We will speak it in detail. Okay. During this time, Anne wrote faithfully in her diary. recounting day-to-day life in hiding from ordinary annoyances to the fear of capture. In that period actually, Anne Frank started to write a diary. She discussed typical adolescent issues as well as her hopes for the future, which included becoming a journalist or a writer. I think all of you remembered well, she got the diary as a gift on her 13th birthday. So she wrote everything in that diary. She revealed her adolescent issues. She also revealed her hopes and dreams, ambitions through this diary to become a journalist or a writer. Anne's last diary entry was written on August 1st, 1944. 3 days later, the annex was discovered by the Gestapo, which was acting on a tip from Dutch informers. But unfortunately, their secret annex was discovered by the Gestapo. Actually, they got the information from Dutch informers. Then the Frank family was transported to Westerbork, a transit camp in the Netherlands, and from there to Auschwitz in German-occupied Poland. On September 3rd, 1944, on the last transport to leave Westerbork for Auschwitz, Anne and Margot were transferred to Bergen-Belsen the following month. The place Bergen-Belsen. Anne's mother died in early January, just before the evacuation of Auschwitz on January 18, 1945. So I told you, Anne and her sister Margot were transferred to Bergen-Belsen the following month. Anne's mother died in early January. Just before the evacuation of Auschwitz on January 18, 1945, it was established by the Dutch government that both Anne and Margot died in a typhus epidemic in March 1945, only weeks before the liberation of Bergen-Belsen. But scholars in 2015 revealed new research, including analysis of archival data and first-person accounts, indicating that the sisters might have perished in February 1945. That's why I told you she died February or March 1945. Then I think all of you understood when they were captured. Then at first they transported to Westerbork, then Auschwitz, then they were transferred to Bergen-Belsen. Then her mother already died in early January. Then finally, March 1945, Dutch government declared that Anne and her sister died in a typhus epidemic. We don't have any other proof, but the scholars in 2015 revealed new research, including analysis of archival data and first-person accounts, indicating that the sisters might have perished in February 1945. Okay. Otto Frank was found hospitalized at Auschwitz when it was liberated by Soviet troops on January 27, 1945. Friends who searched the hiding place after the family's capture later gave Otto Frank, the papers left behind by the Gestapo. Among them he found Anne's diary, which was published as Anne Frank, the diary of a young girl, originally in Dutch, 1947. Then I told you, after the death of two sisters, in their family only Otto Frank was alive. Then after so many days, friends who searched the hiding place and they already found so many papers left behind by the Gestapo. Among them he found Anne's diary. Then Otto Frank, Anne Frank's father, decided to publish the diary. As the result, he published it as Anne Frank, the diary of a young girl. Actually, it was originally written in Dutch, 1947. It was published in 1947. Precocious in style and insight, it traces her emotional growth amid adversity. In it she wrote, "I still believe, in spite of everything, that people are really good at heart." From these words we can identify she is very optimistic. The diary, which has been translated into more than 65 languages, is the most widely read diary of the Holocaust. And Anne is probably the best known of Holocaust victims. I already told you it in the beginning. One of the victims of the Holocaust. So Anne's diary already translated into more than 65 languages, and it is the most widely read diary of the Holocaust. The diary was also made into a play that premiered on Broadway in October 1955, and in 1956 it won both the Tony Award for the best play and the Pulitzer Prize for best drama. I already told you it has been recorded as films and plays. So the diary was also made into a play that premiered on Broadway in October 95, and in 1956 it won both Tony Award for best play and Pulitzer Prize for best drama. Then we can speak about film. A film version directed by George Stevens. George Stevens was produced in 1959. The play was controversial. It was challenged by the screenwriter Meyer Levin, who wrote an early version of the play, later realized as a 35-minute radio play, and accused Otto Frank and his chosen screenwriters, Francis Goodrich and Albert Hackett, of sanitizing and de-Judaizing the story. The play was often performed in high schools throughout the world and was received on Broadway in 1997 to 1998. A new English translation of the diary, published in 1995, contains materials that was edited out of the original version, which makes the revised translation nearly 1/3 longer than the first. The Frank family's hiding place on the Prissengracht, a canal in Amsterdam, became a museum that is consistently among the city's most visited tourist sites. So the hiding place, it becomes the museum, and we can see that it is the consistently among the city's most visited tourist sites. Then I want to speak about Nazi Germany invades the Netherlands. Before long, Anne felt right at home in the Netherlands. She learned the language, made new friends, and went to a Dutch school near her home. Her father worked hard to get his business off the ground, but it was not easy. Otto also tried to set up a company in England, but the plan fell through. Things looked up when he started selling herbs and spices in addition to the pectin. On 1st September 1939, when Anne was 10 years old, Nazi Germany invaded Poland. You please take it very seriously. These are the important things. On 1st September 1939, when Anne was 10 years old, Nazi Germany invaded Poland, and so the Second World War began. Okay. Not long after, on 10th May 1940, the Nazis also invaded the Netherlands. 5 days later, the Dutch arms surrendered. Slowly but surely, the Nazis introduced more and more laws and regulations that made the lives of Jews more difficult. For instance, Jews could no longer visit parks or cinemas or non-Jewish shops. Then the rules meant that more and more places became off limits to Anne. Her father lost his company, since Jews were no longer allowed to run their own business. All Jewish children, including Anne, had to go to separate Jewish schools. I think all of you remembered well. That's why she shifted the school and she was forced to join in a Jewish school. So these are the result of Nazi Germany invades the Netherlands. I want to speak about the secret annex again. Actually, I already told you what it is, the secret annex. Then I repeat that the Nazis took things further, one step at that time. Jews had to start wearing a Star of David on their clothes, and there were rumors that all Jews would have to leave the Netherlands. When Margaret, I think all of you remembered Margaret, she is the elder sister of Anne Frank, received a call up to report for a so-called labor camp in Nazi Germany on 5 July 1942. Her parents were suspicious. They did not believe the call-up was about work and decided to go into hiding the next day in order to escape persecution. This is the situation. That's why they decided to hide in a secret place. Okay, because her elder sister Margaret got a call-up to report for so-called labor camp. Then they became suspicious. That is why they decided to change into a secret place. We already identified it in detail before. Okay, so in the spring of 1942, Anne's father had started furnishing a hiding place in the annex of his business premises at Prinsengracht 263. He received help from his former colleagues. I told you they were non-Jewish friends. Before long, they were joined by 4 more people. I think if you remembered well, who are they? We already talked about them in detail. The hiding place was cramped. I think if you remembered well what it is, the hiding place, which place they selected as a secret place to hide. Anne had to keep very quiet and was often afraid. Then I want to speak about how Anne keeps a diary. On her 13th birthday, just before they went into hiding, Anne was presented with a diary. During the 2 years in hiding, Anne wrote about events in the secret annex, but also about her feelings and thoughts. In addition, she wrote short stories, started on a novel, and copied passages from the books she read in her Book of Beautiful Sentences. Okay, Book of Beautiful Sentences. Writing helped her pass the time. When the Minister of Education of the Dutch government in England made an appeal on Radio Orange to hold on to war diaries and documents, Anne was inspired to rewrite her individual diaries into one running story titled The Secret Annex. Okay, actually who gave the inspiration? Minister of Education of the Dutch government in England. He made an appeal on Radio Orange to hold on to war diaries and documents. That's why Anne was inspired to rewrite her individual diaries into one running story titled The Secret Annex. Okay, so I think this is enough for your today's class. We will continue the details of Anne Frank in our next class. Thank you.